Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. This is Laura with Stitching Laura. How's everybody doing? Hope everybody is having a great day. Well, I went to the post office yesterday and picked up the last of the bags that came from Amazon. And whoops, let's see what we got in here. I can't find my other scissors. I know they're in a bag with some project that I took somewhere to do an outdoor video. So we're just having to use the little stork scissors here. They got the longest points on them. Well, okay. And we'll see what is in this bag. It's kind of heavy. Oh my. You know, I thought those were going to be smaller. So these are those sticky. I'm trying to figure out how to open the bag. Hello. Oh yeah, okay. Sorry. And they hold your beads, or they can hold your diamonds for diamond painting. But I didn't know how they'd work. So, yeah. And they're all individually packed. They came, how many does it say? 12 pieces. So there's 2 black, 2 blue, 2 green, 2 purple, 2 yellow, and 2 red. And it has like a plastic over the top of it so you can keep dust and lint from getting onto it. See if it's sticky on both sides. Well, kind of sticky. But you just peel that. Let me move this out of the way. And I'll be sending, if I like it, or if I don't like it, I'll get rid of it. But the others will be going into giveaways in June. Yeah. So that's pretty cool. It doesn't have a... Well, no. This is the back side because it's really totally smooth. But on this side, it's kind of bumpy. And I don't have any... beads right here to show you. So what we'll do after this video is I will do one of my beaded cross stitches and show you how they work. All right, and we will put these somewhere where they're not going to fall off. And there are 3 separate bags here. I don't know why, but you know, heck. Oh, I do know why. Never mind. I remember why. Let's just cut this. So in my last video, I told you these will be Christmas kits for July. So I'll have a separate basket for them for all the giveaways that I'm going to do. But isn't he cute? He's 11 count, and it's 46 by 37. And it's a Joy Sunday kit. See if I can just pull that out of there. It comes in a nice plastic bag. Instructions on how to stitch, how to separate your thread, how to read the symbols, and it shows you a diagram of how to stitch. And it also tells you what to do with your canvas after you're done stitching, and how to wash it. All right, so this has a very nice booklet. There's the picture, and a nice booklet, nice heavy-duty plastic. It's split into 2 things. It's real nice and big. Now I don't know, whoops, sorry, whether, you know, anything matches. I won't know that. But it has a nice key. Whoop, let's show it right side up, Laura. a nice key down here at the bottom. So you can see it. So it only has full stitch, and then it has back stitch, and it has the long flat line for your back stitches, and all that is listed on the pattern. So that's cool. So let's see how big this thing is. Oh, nope, let's see the colors first. Comes with 2 needles. And it has some reds, blacks, golds, yellows. And it has 29 colors, I believe. Could just get it out of the way. And this is the extra number 1. I'm assuming that it's 310. I don't... Yep, number 1 is 310. So it comes with extra 310. But here's the rest of the colors. I'll just fold that up nicely, because this is one that I'm going to be giving away in July. We're doing Jolly July my way. And there it is. And it's a partial, so you just do the printed part. The background is not stitched. But he's so cute, and it's fairly good size. It is the canvas itself, or not canvas. The picture itself is 14 3/4 by 10 and up and little, almost 11. So 11 would be 28 by, oh gosh, I've forgotten already. 28 centimeters by 37.5 centimeters or so. So yeah, it's a fair good size. So that is one. We'll put this all together right here and just set it down. Okay. And these two, now that one I'm looking to see, ouch, if it said, yeah, that last one came from Captain Crafts, new stamped cross stitch needle craft. And it comes from China. I've ordered other things from them, so they always turn out nicely. And this is another one that I'm giving away. It says, some of my best friends are flakes. I just love it. It's called Snowmen. And it is also an 11 count. It's 32 by 23. And it's a Joy Sunday. But isn't that cute? I just thought I like the saying the best. So all that's back stitched. And their little, what do you call it? Pine tree stuff sticking out of them is back stitched. So there's a little bit, but I don't think it's that big. We will see. Give it a second here. These are not very big, so they should be doable by Christmas. Whoops. There's the canvas. So it has French knots, I'm assuming for like their eyes and their nose and stuff. And the French knots are done in black. Yeah, isn't that cute? And you just do, there's a little bit, it shows you, I don't know if I can get that to show up or not. Let me pull it up. But it shows you where to backstitch all that stuff I just told you about on there, and you can backstitch their little mouths and stuff. So that's cute. That is just precious. And it is, the finished size is 9 by 6 3/4. So 6 3/4. It's like 17 by Did I say 9? Yes. By almost 23. 17 by 23 centimeters. Let's look at the colors here, and they have some pretty scarves on them. I'll lay it. I'm going to turn this over just a second, just so you can see the colors. Look at the colors. They're so cute. So cute. And beautiful colors. And they're nice and soft. I don't expect any less. Oh, and it even comes with some Krynic. Look at that. Woohoo. What in the world do we have to use Krynic on? Oh my. Oh me, oh my. Now that's the first time I've ever seen a Krynic type thread. Maybe that's for the wording. Is that for the wording? Oh, that ought to be a happy moment. But at least it's back stitch, it's not cross stitch. So that won't be so bad. Not real clear. Let's see, number 20, 17, 20. They've got it listed as some of the back stitching. Well, let's take a hot moment and look. It's all on one page. So, number 20 is red. So the red is the sparkly, or their little poof balls. So there's not, and no, there's no face stuff, no. Okay, so it's just the little poof balls. So you just got a few stitches with that sparkly stuff. I don't see any others listed as 5282. So that's a first for Joy Sunday. 1918, that's black. And 2. So just a few colors. And there's not a whole bunch of threads because it's not that bad. Not that bad at all. So this will be one that I put with my Christmas giveaways. But I wanted to get them ahead of time because, you know, I'm always the last one to do this. And I wait until like the end of June, usually. And yeah, not happening. But I will be making one of these, or starting it, during the month of July. And since this one's kind of wrinkled, I will give out the better one. But out of the 3, that's the only one that I'm going to be starting in July. But I just thought that was too precious. So as you can see, let's open this up so you can see what's going on. I got this one from Captain Crafts as well. They're a good store, and it seems like I get fast delivery for them. I don't know where they're located out of. This does say China. It says made in China. It didn't say anything else. But see, there's the nice one. And we will save that one. Did I tell you it came with 2 needles as usual? But, yeah. Perfect. So these 2 kits. Oh, God. Let me see if I can get to it. This one and this one. I just love the little birds. They're so precious. And the snowman looking at them. And they got snow on his little arms, I'm assuming. But yeah, so I thought I'd give away Christmas kits for Jolly July. So look for those. All right. Oh, I gotta go this way, don't I? All right. And I'll put those into my thing. And then I will be back to show you how this works. And I'll be putting these in with the these things in with the giveaways when I ship them. Alright guys, I'll be right back and we'll start the beaded cross stitch for today. Be right back. Alright everybody, I'm back and I have my beaded cross stitch here and I have one of the pads. So I'm just gonna, it has two pieces of plastic. I don't know that you can or can't see that. I'll lay that down there. Maybe you can see it better. But there's a piece of plastic on the back, so I'm just gonna leave the back one on and set the, move that piece of plastic. I could see how that would get old after a while, but this is the pattern that I'm working on. We're up here in the top, and the first one I need is number 9. So just gonna pour a few. Oh, they're just kind of weird. We'll see. I'll just kind of spread it out so that I can get a hold of it. I hope you can see that. Whoa. Okay, don't get too close, and they're not going anywhere. I'll pick it up. And, yeah, oops. Of course, they're not going anywhere and it falls off. There we go. That's because I had them all stacked up there. I poured a few out, too many. But when you turned upside down, when they're all stuck on there, I don't know now what will happen if I put the ones that I don't use away in with the others. I have to see which way I'm going. It's been a hot moment since I did this. But usually I try to go the same direction that I would actually stitch. Whoops. This would be perfect if you had just a few. But I like how it sticks and it gives you time to pick it up. It's not rolling all over the place. I like that part. Let me see if I can get the light to shed over here. But it doesn't leave a sticky residue type thing. I just have to roll it enough to figure out where the hole is. So I could see how that might be easier for diamond painting. I don't do diamond painting anymore. I kind of got out of it. I have them all. I have all the ones that I ever could want. But it's too hard for me to sit here at this table because I have to do it sitting at this table in this chair, and it kind of puts a crick between my neck and my shoulder blades. So that's why I don't do diamond painting anymore, unless stuff could happen. I could want to do it again, but not too much right now. Having enough just doing the cross stitch, and I enjoy cross stitch because I can sit on the couch and do it. And yeah, whoops, those two are actually stuck together. Come on, this will take a hot moment. I like that it stays in one place. That's a plus for me, because sometimes I'll get out like 3 or 4 of the colors of beads, and yeah, then it'll be a hot mess because I don't have it right. Oh yeah, I do. Yeah, see, this is what happens. They're all in here together. Yeah, no. So I don't know what I'll do with them. Because when I'm working on, say, a project like I was, I knew exactly what those colors were and what they were for. But if I get up and do something else and I put this away, I don't necessarily put the beads away. So, yeah. Yeah, I guess as a child I never learned how to pick up my toys, and yeah, it was a hot moment. So I like the fact that I don't have to pick it up and down, this up and down. to get a bead. So, it'll work. It'll work. It'll be a learning curve, but it'll work. So, not doing too much today. I don't know, I may go do laundry. It just depends how I feel. Yesterday, I laid down. I set the alarm for an hour. The alarm went off, and I slept for another 2 hours. So I've been so tired. I don't know if I'm stressing over it being busy, at work or what, but yeah, it's been absolutely tiring, and I haven't wanted to do a whole lot of anything. But I actually got Dankworth out last night and worked on it for a while. I just wanted to stitch something and change a few colors here and there. But I got a little bit done. We're not talking too terribly exciting. I don't know. And I went out yesterday and had to go to the post office, and went to the post office actually twice because I realized that this other stuff came in. So I'm like, okay, if I do this, then I won't have to go out tomorrow, see? No. I'll probably still have to go out. I fixed chicken fettuccine for dinner with Alfredo sauce, and I told you I got fried chicken, so I took all the chicken from the leftover fried chicken and put some mushrooms and spinach in with the Alfredo sauce and had that for dinner. These two are just stuck together. So I guess this will work. Never had one of these mats. Even when I had diamond painting, I didn't. Because, it would have been really great to pick stuff up with. How you tip over your tray of diamonds every once in a while. Oh, yeah, I was notorious for that crap. You could have just turned this upside down and smushed it onto your surface, and it would have picked them all up. But I kind of worry if I have to put these back, will it leave a residue on the beads, and then the beads will all stick together, and yeah, I don't know. Don't know. But I like that they just sit there, and I can just pick it up from there. Because even in my little tray here, when I go to pick something up, it hits something else, and, it's a nightmare. So, it was not the best solution. And, you could cut this and put it in something like that if you wanted to, because it's just like rubber-ish. I don't know what it is made of. There was no instructions. And I really didn't pay attention when I bought it. I knew what it was, so I just bought it, And I went back to see if I could order more, and they're out of them. So, yeah. But there are other companies on Amazon that do sell these. I just didn't go any further. I didn't look very hard. Like I said, I was pretty well tired. I'm getting this horrible habit of eating something like a big meal, or even a semi-big meal, and having to go and lay down because I'm so tired I can't see straight. What is with that? I don't know, maybe it's too much carbs, or too much this, or too much that. I have no idea. I'm not a doctor or a scientist, so. But, yeah, this works pretty good. Now, I could put another color there, but I'm just doing one color at a time right now. And these beads, these plastic ones, are a little bit staticky when you pour them out of the bag. So I do with them what I used to do with diamond paintings. uh, the the round or the square drills for diamond painting, I will get a dryer sheet and cut it into strips and pour it, and put it in with the drills. And in this case, it's the beads, and you shake it about, and it takes the static out of the beads, especially since they're plastic like drills. I've had drills that were really staticky too, so that was a trick that I learned. There's another little trick. Now, I don't know. You do what you do. But I had an empty pill bottle, and I saw somebody take a quarter and put a quarter in a pill bottle and put the beads in there that were all staticky and shake it, put the lid back on and shake it really hard for about, 5 or 10 seconds, and it takes the static out of the drills. But I found out if I just put a piece of, what do you call it, dryer sheet in there and shake it up in the bag, crap, I'm trying to do the sewing method and it's not working for me here. Yeah, that works much better. But I just take a little thin strip and it works awesome. Or you can open up a dryer sheet and pour the drills in the dryer sheet if you want. And it's stiff enough, the dryer sheet that is. And roll it, roll it until the beads or the drills are flat on there, and do that for a few minutes and rub it around. And then just use the dryer sheet like a funnel, like a piece of paper. And that works well too. So if you want to do millions at one time. But yeah, I don't know. I just got out of it because it was killing my shoulders and the way I sat doing diamond painting. It wasn't enjoyable. And I couldn't watch TV at the same time because, where the desk was at. I don't know, just too many variables. And I don't like being in pain when I'm trying to relax. So that's basically why I gave up diamond painting. Now if I acquire some other thing to put them on, I might be okay. I've tried I had what do you call it? An easel. And I tried to lay it, like at an angle. And then do the diamond painting, kind of like Stitcherista does. And it was just killing my shoulder to move, hold my shoulder up, to do the diamond painting that way. That never worked. So it had to be flat because I figured I was going to either drop the beads or whatever. So, yeah, no. Not going there. Well, we got all that done. I need some of that brown. But I think I will finish up that red. It might finish those up. So, we'll see here. I usually get a pretty long string. I wanted to get my tiger out. Oh, I love my tiger. He's so pretty. But, he's buried. He's in one of my big, I bought, what do you call them? Oh, we'll call them Rubbermaid totes. They're not Rubbermaid. They're whatever the dollar store had to offer. Trying to find a hole here. Huge ones. Really huge ones to put my big counted cross stitch in. Oh, made a knot. Good job. There we go. And, yeah, that's where he's at. And his beads are in one of these cases that I got with the screw-on lids, because I am paranoid. If I drop it, then, I'm not going to have enough to finish, and blah, blah, blah. And I had the tiger on the scroll thing because it is, God, it's probably 36 inches across. Okay, so we got to move this here. I got my hands stuck. Don't touch the mat. But at least if you get attached to the mat, the beads aren't going anywhere. So that's a good thing. But I had it on the scroll thing, and it sat on this desk. And it was another case. It's almost too big to sit. 2 beads attached here. Too big to sit with a scroll frame and do this. But now that I have this mat, it might work. Because I was trying to balance the beads in one of these lids. I'd do a certain section, and so it might make it a lot more enjoyable, if I could find the word. Hello, words are hard today. I keep wanting to touch that mat, but I know better, but I still do it. But I might purchase, some more of these so that I have them for each project. Now, this would, I don't know how hard it'd be to get thread off of there, but you could use a sticky mat beside you to put your orts and stuff. I don't know if that would, just while you were working on it. And then I have a container for my orts, and then I have one that sits by where I stitch on the couch. So, trying to find the corner. Got about 4 more of these. So that came pretty close. I wanted to get to the library, but we didn't get to the library yesterday. I bought home like 3 or 4, what do you call it, audiobooks. I didn't listen to one. Oh, wait, no. Stop. Do you see what I'm doing? I got the bead on the back side here. But these beads are nice and big. Holy cow. That's what happens when you talk and do this. It's not hard. It's very repetitive. I think that's why I like beaded cross stitches. Pretty repetitive. You do the same thing. You just change colors, My thread's getting kind of small, so I have to keep moving it. Oh, look, I'm going to have enough. How about that? Scary but true. Come on. Shoot. Oh, phew. I didn't open the others. And I just knocked it over, so it'll be good for picking up. Dang it, I'm doing it again. Holy cow. It's twice. Oh my goodness, come here. My thread's getting so short I can't. But I usually have like a 1.5 foot long thread that I start with, so I can not have to start again. But you can make 1 or 2 mats out of that, I mean, it's fair size. I thought they were way smaller than that for some reason. Okay, we're going to get rid of this thread because it's kind of driving me nuts. When it gets too short and I'm talking about 6 inches as being short, I can't deal with it. I have to get rid of it. So that worked. But yeah, you could cut the whole thing into half and put 2 or 3 separate colors on there if you wanted to. You could cut it however big you want it to be. But because it's really thin, I mean, it wouldn't be too difficult to cut or anything. You could just use that however you wanted to. And I'm sure it might even, I don't know if it'd hold a cell phone or not. You know? Haven't thought about that. You know, like in your car. I don't know if it would be heavy enough. Just don't know. Gotta go back and fill in. There's like 10 maybe brown ones. That's number 13. Okay, do not get the lid stuck there. I'll just take a few. I like the bigger ones of these. These are okay. I mean, it works, but every once in a while it doesn't track right if you're gonna screw the lid back on. So I have to be really careful, but the bigger ones don't seem to do that I noticed. But you see what I mean? If you have a big piece of thread, then I can just see the holes. It goes farther and it's easier to reach the beads. I got some brown beads need to go into here. But I wanted to try this out and see how it worked. And I could order different ones to see if they work any better or any worse than these. But I think it's all kind of the same. I know some are thicker. This one's pretty thin. It's about 1/8 of an inch thick. But I like that you can leave the bottom plastic on it. And that seems to, you know, it can just sit there. It doesn't have to attach itself to anything. It kind of reminds me when my granddaughter goes, we go to that favorite restaurant of ours. They have those machines, you know, that the kids for $1 or 50 cents or 25 cents, you can get something out of the little thing, you know, that used to cost us a penny or a nickel. You know, a nickel was be pushing it, right? They had a thing and it looked like a spider. That's what this stuff feels like. It's that stuff you throw at the wall, you know, and it roll down the wall. Oh, yeah. We went through that phase. So now it's slime, and her mother has instructed all grandparents, no more slime. Because it just gets ground into the carpet in the house. Oh, yeah. She is not a happy camper. So we just don't do that anymore. But that's what this reminds me of. It has an odd feeling. But I'd never used them before, even when I diamond painted. I just used my trays. I always had the wider trays, though. Them little trays drove me insane. But my grandkids, when I got them all diamond paintings for Christmas, they all like to use the little green trays, and for the adults I threw in a couple of my big white ones, the whiter ones, like I had out, whoops, the other day. So that's what I always used to diamond paint with, because it gave me enough beads. Where is the needle? Really? We're having a day here. We are having a day. And I know they sell these things, these little mats, on Etsy and all day. Now they're everywhere, but in the beginning, you know, they were only at Etsy shops or on eBay or whatever, so they finally got into these. If I could just find the friggin' hole, we'd have it made. Trying desperately not to sew the beads on the back of the material. Some days. I'm trying to keep everything in frame here. But yeah, it works good. Oh, somebody, I need to address this, was asking me about my hoop stand. Well, not hoop stand, but that's not what I want. Yeah, well, it's my lap stand. And I forgot to answer, so I'm going to answer it here. So hopefully they're watching. How did it take a while, you know, to get used to using my hoop stand? Well, in a way. I started using it, and I put the ring part, you know, where, because I usually have a tension little screw that tightens up the thing. So I put that in the part that comes like this, you know, and you screw it, it'll screw down to hold your frame in it, or your ring hoop in it. Well, it wasn't getting tight enough for me. So I went to the hardware store, and I took the screw and the wing nut out of the hoop thing, off the hoop, the lap stand, and I matched it up, you know, for length as close as I could, and I got a wing nut that would go on my new screw, and I changed them out because the one that it came with wouldn't stay tight enough. So I don't know why it was, but I changed the screw down screw that holds the hoop, because it comes like through here, and it'll just tighten until it tightens down on the hoop, and it stays in position better than the screw and the wing nut that actually came with the lap stand. And it cost me less than $3, I'm sure. So yeah, and it stopped it from moving around, and it also kept it tight while I was stitching for a long time. And the other part, it has, let me look. Hang on. Oh God, if I could just get a hold of it. This part right here where this screws, this keeps it from, so if I loosen it, whoa, it'll move up and down. It only goes so far. So sometimes it doesn't want to stay tight enough. So I thought, you know, if it wears down over time, I would take this out. It comes out just like that, and there's your hole. If you wrap just a light amount of like toilet paper tissue or Kleenex tissue around it and put it back, because see, there's a little bit of, I don't know, play in between there. So enough where you could get that down, or you could put a piece of tape on it and put it down where it needs to be, and then screw this, and it would screw into the the tissue, you know, or the tape, and it'd hold it a lot better. I noticed this comes undone a little bit. So, you know, when I'm using it so much, but I'm usually in one single area. I mean, I just have one motion. It just moves this way. You know what I mean? Is most of the action that's going on. So if you can get this bottom part tightened, then the better for it than you are, you know. But other than that, it stays right where I want it to be. And I really like it. I just love that lap stand. It was the best investment of last year that I'd ever made. It worked so much better for me than a scroll frame, because it seemed like I had big projects, so I'd have to get the big rolls for the scroll frame. Now this, you know, you could probably put on a smaller one, but I just hate that up and down action. It just drives me crazy with stitching that way. So, but you can loosen it up, you know, but it's not going to have much play if you get this on a scroll frame, because the material is so stiff. If you were using, say, linen, even weave, or Ada, it would all move and loosen down a bit. But, oh, look, I can just pick them up. My goodness. Whoops, it got stuck in my nail. Nails are a problem. But, got it all picked up. So, okay. If you have any more questions or about anything, I mean, it doesn't have to be about this. It can be anything in particular. I will try to answer it, and if I don't know an answer, I will go find out. Because then we might both learn something, see? So where did I lay... Oh, I was like, where did I lay that piece of plastic? So I'm just going to lay this down, and it doesn't stick to anything. And put my plastic right back on top so it doesn't gather lint and dust. But yeah, I like those. That was a very good investment. And I would definitely buy more, you know, because you could just slip that in with your project. But I don't know that I'd do beading on the go. Not so much. But, you know, you could have one for every project if you wanted to. You can do whatever you want. But I like the size of it. And like I said, you could cut it down. So that's a win. That is an absolute win. I don't know why I didn't get one of those earlier. But, yeah. Alright guys, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. And please hit the bell, and that way you'll know when my next video comes out. Stay safe, stay healthy, and we will see you next time. I gotta tighten that up. I noticed it was kind of loosens up. I just run, if I'm closer, would run the thread up through the top of the canvas and around the thread, and then pull it back down, and then tighten it into like a slip knot back here a couple of times, and that way it'll draw the thread back down. So, and I can do that when I do these colors around here, so I'm not worried. Alright guys, we will see you tomorrow. Stay safe, stay healthy. God bless. Keep stitching.